Aloha sports fans, and welcome to the second 2014 edition of the Maui News Sports Report. I'm Rob Colias. I'm joined once again by Jordan Helly. And Jordan, we have a ton to talk about, so let's get right to it. In MIL basketball action, a great game, a very exciting finish. Lahainaluna 38, Baldwin 37, as Josh Chapital takes a rebound outlet pass, the length of the court, lay-in, gives the Luna boys a lead with 8 seconds to go. They hold on. Big win for Lahainaluna High School.
Yeah, big-time performance by Josh Chapital down the stretch. Had 5 points in the last minute or so to bring them back from a 6-point deficit. Baldwin held a 37-31 lead down the stretch. Chapital hit a big three to pull them within 3, then hit that big basket to put them in the lead for good. Baldwin contributed, missing 5 big free throws down the stretch during that run. 10 for 22 in the game. Probably one of the bigger weaknesses in what is a very good Baldwin team, very highly ranked in the state polls. Ryan Madera, 2 huge free throws kind of sandwiched in between Chapital's three-pointer and game winner. Big-time win for Lahainaluna, a team we thought that was very much in the hunt for an MIL title. We were very impressed with them in the preseason, kind of struggled out of the gate in league play, but showing why they were one of the favorites coming in last night.
And all of a sudden, through one round of MIL play, 4 teams within one game, Baldwin and Maui High, yes, Maui High, are both 3-1. Lahainaluna and defending champion King Kekaulike, both 2-2. In moving on to Division II basketball action, Seabury, the 4-time defending state champion, they've been to a couple state Final Fours in that run, kind of showed why they are the team to beat. They took control of the regular season race in Division II boys with a pair of wins over St. Anthony.
Yeah, that league dominance for Seabury kind of continuing this year. St. Anthony throwing their hat into the mix as one of the key challengers to Seabury's reign. St. Anthony was one of their better teams in a long time. Not quite able to keep up with the firepower. Cameron King and Jackson Stinger, 2 very, very impressive players for the Spartans. I think really a key difference in kind of separating those 2 teams. St. Anthony really hung with Seabury for 2.5 quarters or so on Friday, but Seabury's offense kind of just takes them to another level, scoring upwards in the 70s in both of those contests. Tough for the Trojans to keep up with that pace.
Deeper roster for Seabury, kind of wore down the Trojans in the long run. In girls play, Lahainaluna, top-ranked team in the state, 11-0 this year. They were 98 in a row in MIL play over the last 7 years. We have a special story, little package planned for the paper. When they reach 100, they have clinched a state berth and the regular season title. Molokai in Division II has clinched the regular season title, but they still have work to do with only 1 berth on the line there.
Yeah, so it's big. Guarantees them at least a playoff should they fall in the league tournament for that lone girls berth. They have been very impressive. Seabury kind of that main challenger, but they had 2 very decisive, impressive wins. Friday was a little closer, but they really kind of dominated, even though the score was a lot tighter. And the Lahainaluna girls, they just keep on keeping on. Put up 70 again in the first half in a game earlier this week. They're just a machine.
45 in 1 quarter, in a first quarter earlier this season. And we would be remiss if we didn't mention in paddling, the Seabury Hall mixed and Baldwin boys have both clinched. They're both 3 for 3 in regatta wins. But I'll tell you what, Jordan, there's a little battle brewing in girls.
Yeah, those 2 crews that clinched, some of the better crews in the state, they'll be able to
Definitely
showcase in the state regatta. And then in the girls front, Seabury with a 2-1 edge over Molokai's girls in terms of regatta wins. So that's coming down to the stretch. Very exciting going into the stretch run of the paddling season.
And definite state contenders, you're right, Jordan, among the Baldwin boys and Seabury mix. And I think the crew that emerges from girls is going to have something to say at the state regatta as well. In soccer, still a really, really close race. We both saw at least parts of an emotional 3-3 tie between Baldwin and Kamehameha. Baldwin scores first. Kamehameha scores the next 3 goals in a 4-minute span. And Baldwin finds the equalizers in the second half, 3-3.
Yeah, it was a wild game, back and forth. A few yellow cards dished out. A very physical and emotional game. It's kind of a unique dynamic a lot of those kids play on the same club team in the offseason, so they know each other very, very well. I kind of got to take part in that. A boys' soccer season at the high school level always seems to deliver. The draw helps Baldwin a little bit more. They're ahead in the standings, 2 points clear of Kamehameha Maui. Kinke Kaulike just a little bit back at 4 points, but they all control their destiny and will having to play. Kinke will have to play both of those one more time.
And, yeah, it's going to be exciting down the stretch. And finally, but certainly not least, Lalile Mataafa, a defending state champion in wrestling, and she's just a sophomore. First freshman state champion in MIL history in wrestling. Just finished her stellar career in punt, pass, and kick. And Jordan, she's an impressive young lady.
Yeah, she is. Kind of just showcasing her athleticism. She's a wrestler and water polo player by trade, if you will, taking her talents to the gridiron. Second overall in the 14-15 age group division over the weekend in Colorado. Add that to a first-place finish as a 9-year-old. Also came in second and fourth in other age divisions as she's moved up through the ranks. And this is against national competition. Very impressive by a rising star over there in Lahaina.
I'd love to see what she could do. I really think either punting or place kicking or both, she might be able to help the Luna football team. And that's no joke. That's our report for this week. I hope you enjoyed it, and send us your bobbleheads.